Guys, I am Connor for the win, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to obfuscate your Minecraft client. So first step, make a folder, call it whatever. I'm just going to use Rubik's as an example. And you want to basically make a blank jar and put that in the folder with it. Basically what I did just for Mac is I made a folder, called it Rubik's Obfuscated. I right-clicked on it, I hit compress, threw away the folder, had a zip, changed the zip to jar as you just saw. So that's how you can get one on Mac. I'm not sure if it's a similar method on PC, but one other thing you want to have in the folder. This is just called an obfuscation dictionary, and essentially what it does is all the stuff will be named based off of this. They might add something onto the end of it. Any of these. I'm just using this one because that's just my example, but you can do whatever one you want, and I'll show you how to put it to effect in a minute. So once you have all that set up, then you're going to want to open up your web browser and type in ProGuard on Google. And you can just go to the one that's a SourceForge, and you can download the 4.11. So if you go over here, do ProGuard, not ProGuard Beta 4.11, and you can just download that. I mean, you could do it the way I did, or you could just do that, and then it will download ProGuard for you. Should be very quick, and just uncompress that, and you got ProGuard 4.11 right there. So you can paste that onto your desktop or wherever you plan to do all this. And then when you open up ProGuard 4.11, go into the lib folder and go into ProGuard GUI and open it. And this is the better way to go in my opinion, rather than doing it command line, just because it gives you a nice visual interface that you can use to obfuscate your client. So you want to hit next to go to the next screen. You want to add an input, and then you want to find that folder called whatever you call it, and the original jar is going to be your input. Then your output is going to be the blank jar. And then you want to, for libraries, you want to go to any MCP folder you might have on your system. So for me, that's all. I have one folder that has all my stuff in it, and it's pretty well organized. So I'm just going to go to the Rubik's folder, and if you go into jars, and then you just kind of hover over libraries like that, and hit OK, and then you're all good with that, so you can go to the next screen. This one will say shrink, you want to uncheck that, then you can go to the next screen. Obfuscate, you definitely want to do that. Obfuscation dictionary, check it, and then find that obfuscation dictionary that you have made, or I'll leave the download link to this one in the description. And you want to do it for both like the regular obfuscation dictionary, the class obfuscation dictionary, and the package obfuscation dictionary. Basically what that means is it will use that to name anything inside a class, the actual class itself, and packages. And you want to keep package names and type in net.minecraft.client.main. That basically keeps the main. It won't obfuscate the main. That's important. Then you want to hit that add button down there. And for the class, you want to type in net.minecraft. The same thing. net.minecraft.client.main. And okay, so now you should have one down here. You just hit that add button to get that screen that just was on. Now you can go to the next screen. So optimize, you want to uncheck that. Don't want that. Information, this is an important thing. You want to check ignore warnings about possibly erroneous input. You want to check that. And now you can go to the next screen and you can process it. So this will take just a minute, so I'm just gonna, this is basically just going through a bunch of stuff. As you can see, it's kind of showing this, you can kind of tell if the obfuscation dictionary is working because you see all this crap I have right here. Yeah, that's why. It all comes from, if you see this, then you know you did it right. But yeah, once this is done, then you're all good. Of course, you still have to give it like a .json in your .minecraft folder, but I will show you guys what it'll look like in the JDGUI when we're done. If you found this tutorial helpful, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to me. I know I'm not really big on, I haven't been on YouTube in a while, but I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. And expect some how to code your first Minecraft client tutorials very, very soon. I'm thinking about doing those, and I think it would be a fun thing to do, and it would help out a lot of people. So, once this is done, then we're all good, and I'll show you it in JDGUI. And once you don't have to keep the name of the empty jar the same. That's just for the purpose of not having one called like Rubik's Copy or whatever. It'll automatically do that on Mac. So it's almost done. Once it finishes, then you're all good. You don't have to do anything else from there. You just basically use that jar rather than the other one. And it's almost done. You'll say process completed when it's done, and then you can X out of ProGuard GUI. You won't be needing that anymore. And there we go. Process completed successfully, and you can get out of here. So now if you go back to that original folder and open up this Rubik's Obfuscated or whatever you might have called it. So I'm just going to use the JDGUI. And as you can see, it obfuscated the client, which is awesome. I'll give you an example. See, all of it's obfuscated. So it's very good obfuscator. Definitely recommend it. I'm sure that this tutorial could work pretty well for other ones if you kind of understand what I'm doing, so. But I'll leave the download link to ProGuard and that obfuscation dictionary I used in the description below. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this was a helpful tutorial to you guys, and we'll see you all later. Bye.